What are the main messages you wish to convey on your visit here to Israel?
My focus is very heavily on energy, and it's that we can get rid of the effect that oil-producing states have in throwing their weight around in international affairs, and we can also save ourselves a great deal of money by moving away from oil as the fuel for transportation.
Using your expertise in the CIA, how do you see the security situation in Israel today, in Israel and the region? The Arab Spring, is it bringing us to a better place, worse?
Well, revolutions often have three acts. It was true of French, Russian, the Iranian Revolution in 1979. The first phase is very enthusiastic. The Winter Palace goes down and so forth. Stormed. The second phase, the liberals take over and look like they're going to move things well. The tennis court oath in France, the Mensheviks in Russia, the reformers in Iran. And then the third act is not attractive, quite frequently. Khomeini, the Bolsheviks, the reign of terror. And we can hope that a number of these Arab revolutions veer off before they get to a most unattractive phase three. Sometimes revolutions do. There were some 20 democracies in the world in 1945, and today there are about 120, according to Freedom House. So there's been a lot of progress away from dictatorship and toward people being able to rule themselves. It's far from perfect, and there's a lot of uncertainty. And we don't know where these Arab revolutions, really any of them, are going.
You're wearing a pin with the two flags, Israeli and American. How do you look at the connection, the relationships between the countries? It seemed that in the beginning of the Obama administration, there was some sort of tension.
I think there's still some tension with the Obama administration. I don't think there's fundamental tension between Israel and the United States. I think the Obama administration had this idea that if it just made nice to, say, Bashar Assad and the Iranians and didn't criticize Iran for all of the people it killed when the Green Movement was demonstrating in the summer of '09 after Ahmadinejad stole the election, that everything would work out well, and it has not worked out well. And I hope the Obama administration is learning that one wants to stick closer to one's friends than to kowtow to one's enemies.
Regarding Jonathan Pollard, where is that holding? What is your opinion today?
Well, when Pollard was sentenced 20-plus years ago, I believe the sentencing judge laid down three criteria for parole. One of them was that he expressed contrition. He's done that a number of times. Another was that he helped the United States understand exactly what was taken and the implications, and apparently that's been done several times. What I do not know whether he has done yet is the third requirement, which was that he agree to forego any proceeds from anything written or televised or whatever about what he did. So if he writes a book, the proceeds, the sentencing judge thought, ought to go to charity, not to him. He's now been in prison well over 20 years, and so well over the time any spy from any friendly country, such as, say, France, has spent in American prisons. And he didn't get anyone killed, and from my point of view, if he would just satisfy that third requirement, it ought to be possible for either parole or some kind of executive clemency to set him free.